Hi guys, Charlie's Hangover one coming at you. Just a little bit of a, it might be able to help somebody. I've taken the video down that I originally done on the van because I was holding the camera and it was all over the place, and you're trying to sort of direct people to the place that you're referring to, and of course you're moving the camera. So I've deleted that, but I put something up very similar. It's about a Talbot Express camper van. Well, mine, what had happened is the reflector inside had actually had all come away, and it was absolutely useless. And I'm coming back down from my friends up north there. I found that there seemed to be a black spot on the road, you know, at night, and apparently that's what it was. All the reflector had come away. Anyway, so what I've done, I've got a couple of lamps. You can get them. I'll show you. These are the people that deal with them. You can get them on eBay. I got a pair, £22. You know, they are dearer ones, but they're the same. They're the same thing. It's just shop around and get, and I got them for 22. I've seen them up for 60 odd quid. You know. Anyway, they're for a Talbot, but the problem is they're all left-hand drive. You can't get right-hand drive lenses anymore on these lamps. So what I done is I thought, well, because I've still got my original lenses on the lamp, excuse me, which are a right-hand drive, I done no more than I took this off. I took the cover off from here. I took that right off because I needed the cover because the reflector had gone. But I suppose you could take them off from here if you wanted, if it's just a lens you want. Alright, you've got to get a knife in there and be very careful with it. It's been siliconed in there, so it's not a, you know, not a great deal of a problem. But just make sure you seal it up properly, completely around these, you know, especially around this seam. And around it, otherwise you can have water get in there and it's defeating the object, as we all know. Anyway, so, and you get a side light, sorry, you get a side light thing in there to push and twist. You get that, but you don't get the bulb. Same as the lamp, you don't get the bulb. But I put some of those white lights, I think what you call them, get them down Alfred's. They make a hell of a difference. Instead of getting a yellow or light on the road, you've got a nice white light, you know, like these modern cars have now. So the fittings, once you get them on, you get a big bolt with it as well, and a small bolt, I believe. And there's your fitting holes. Let's get it around this way. I've got it upside down at the moment. There you go. There's your fitting holes. You've got these two here. One is a lug isolator. You've got a lug on the fitments on the van, and they go in these holes, one there and one here, and your adjustment one goes in these holes. So keep your little adjustment screws. I took mine out, and I cleaned them on a wire brush. Make sure I put some grease on them, Vaseline I do, and I put them back in, and they're all free now. And you've got one down here as well. So you've got those to worry about. But on the other one, on the right hand drive one, you've got this lug is on this side, on the driver's side, you know. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you look at the lens, I don't know if you can see it, these marks here, they go that way, they're the deflectors. Yeah, they're the deflectors, and they deflect the light from main beam to dip beam. They deflect it over. You can get those stick-on deflectors, you know, they're just a black sticker, and it deflects your light to the curb. If you don't want to go down this route, you'll just have two left-hand lamps, and you just stick the deflectors on. But that's what I've done anyway, and they're all on there, all sealed now. And yeah, you can go to a garage or someone you know it's got a headlamp, you know, adjustment. They'll do it and adjust your headlight accordingly. But I freed off all those little adjustment screws. They weren't seized, and then you can screw them in or screw them out. You can see the lamp move as you do it. There is a big plastic one inside in the engine compartment, and it's to the there's one to the left and one to the right, and you can turn them, and I think what it does is it clicks out, comes outwards, and that actually does dip them down or brings them up. But that's a sort of basic one that'll get you near to where you want to be, and then the final adjustment you can always get on your screws. But that's what I've found with these. They're absolutely fine if you can, but if you've got a right hand drive lenses, keep hold of them, because you won't get them again. As I say, I went down the route of replacing the lens. I wanted the right hand lens. I didn't be messing about with deflectors. You stick them on, but after a year or so they start peeling off and what have you, and you just keep going around the same route. So anyway, that's what I've done, and they're good light, easy to fit, and you've got a cover that goes over the covers that go over here when it comes. You've got a rubber cover that goes over there, that just clips on there. To protect that, you've got a seal in there to protect that as well, so you don't get no dust and muck going in there whilst you're fitting it, if you like. And I just thought I'd put this up in the hope that it might help someone else out somewhere down the line regarding fitting these lamps. They are easy to fit. I think the hardest bit would be taking the reflective lens off and getting it back on. You can use a silicone, a white silicone or clear silicone, and fix the lamp on that way. It all depends which way you want to go. But if you use the lens one, that's this one, you take it off of here, you take it off out of there. Obviously you got to cut this or something or other. Yeah, I should think you've got to cut it, and then yeah, it'll probably lift off. But as I say, I took it from this narrow one because I wanted this, so that's all I wanted. On my old lamp it had virtually come off, so all I had to do is take the rest of it off. That was the glass, and clean it up, and that's it. I siliconed it on, and then I put some crack sealer, creeping crack sealer I think it is, on top to make sure it actually sealed that and you weren't going to get water in there. Although this part is inside the engine compartment, you're still going to get water in there to a degree, because you've got the channel that comes from the windscreen down the side of the wing, and then it'll run round there, and that's where it drip down in the engine compartment. But that's what I've done, and brilliant now, absolutely brilliant. And you get them white bulbs as well for the side lights. Makes all the difference, like. So there you go. I hope it helps somebody, because it certainly it was trial and error with me. But some people, they just think, oh, I don't know if I could risk that or not. But as I say, I'm not qualified in any of these things I do, and if you do them at your own risk, which is what I've done. And I just hope that it's going to get someone out of stuck somewhere. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. You take care, people. Bye for now.